All right, what's up, Kratos? We got you. Make sure my mic is on working. Oh, well, he answered, but he's muted. What is going on, guys? My name is The Rose. We are here with MK Kratos. It is his birthday tonight, and he wanted to do a show, so that's what we're doing. We got a few people in the chat already. We got It's Steve Callan says, hey. Bam. 6956 booing Shohei Ohtani. We're going to get to him in a little bit. Federico Garza was in here waiting before. I don't know if he's still here. Kratos, if you're there, Steve Callan says happy birthday. Anyways, what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be talking about the record-shattering contract that Ohtani signed yesterday with the Dodgers. We're going to talk about Microsoft, how they want us to pay for Windows 10 updates in the future. And obviously, Week 14 of the NFL. I'm going to go over a little story of a house explosion in Virginia that happened on Thursday night. So we're going to talk about that stuff, and depending on how long we go, will depend on whether or not we cover another story Kratos has. But he's here. I just don't know if he's ready yet or not. So while we wait for him, Bam says happy birthday, Kratos. Garza's still here. I am not going to be mean to Casey tonight.
Thanks for the birthday wishes.
What's that, Kratos?
Thanks for the birthday wishes, chat.
Okay, you all right?
I'm fine, man.
Oh, all right, because I know you're muted, so I don't know if you're ready to do the show or if you're still able to do the show. Yeah, so I'm not going to be mean to Casey tonight. I'm not going to X him out of the thumbnail. He was going to be on the show, but we ended up having to start late, or I should say, I ended up having to start late. So yeah, he's tired. He decided to call it a night because he was moving furniture and stuff from his old house still into his new apartment, and he was plumb tuckered out. He didn't want to stay awake anymore, so it is what it is. So yeah, Casey was going to be here, but decided against it, and yeah. So, guess with that being said, I guess I'll start with the house explosion. The house explosion story. It's a small story. It's not a huge one. There's a video here, and I don't see any I don't see an article here. So let's see if we could find a an article about this thing here. Anyways, I'll put the video up on screen for you guys so you can at least see it. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, here we go. Here's the video right here. Not going to make it any bigger on the screen because YouTube's probably not going to like this as it is, that I'm even putting this on the video. So here we go. This is what happened. Take a watch. Now, the police were going to search this house. They had a search warrant to search this house. For what? I don't know. And this was a video captured by a neighbor when the police arrived. So, check it out. That was pretty loud, too. That fucking house exploded.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Look at this. Boom! Holy shit. God damn. So, I'm gonna see real quick if we can get an article here. We do have who is possibly the suspect. This is the suspect, or at least the supposed suspect. James Yu. He has a YouTube channel apparently, and yeah. So this is supposedly him, and it's whoops. James Yu. James YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel with some broken link there. U.S. is the world's biggest terrorist. N. Chomsky 2015. Fuck the police. Ice Cube with NWA. Hashtag purge them. Former head global security with CFIUS experience. Arlington, Virginia, United States. He is the most likely, or at least the lead suspect, as of right now. Pretty much a cop hater, yeah, terrorist. I mean, the fucking dude blew up a house. I don't know if it was his house or whose house, but dude blew up the fucking house. Probably had to do with drugs. There was like 5,000 people tracking that plane. Let's see. I was watching a live stream today. They were following what was supposedly Ohtani on flight from up to Toronto, but it turned out to be Robert H. from Shark Tank. Well, shit. Let's see real quick if we could find an article about the explosion in Virginia. Oh, the address is there. Oh no, this is it's not the address. 2023 Arlington house explosion. FBI is. This is as of 4 days ago. FBI assisting investigation into Virginia house explosion. Here we go. This is what we want. We don't want to look at the video again. We already looked at it. YouTube, I'm sure, hates me enough for putting that there. Okay. Oops. Okay, so that is the top of the article, top of the page. So we'll just do that. I'll just hide myself for the moment in time so you can see this. Okay. This is from CNN, apparently. Yep, CNN. I don't want your fucking shit. Fuck out of here. Thank you. The FBI and local authorities are examining the cause of a home explosion that erupted in Northern Virginia on. So this was Monday night, actually, and the news came out Thursday, apparently. As police were trying to execute a search warrant, as well as concerning social media posts allegedly made by a suspect who investigators believe was barricaded inside, authorities said. The suspect, 56-year-old James Yu, is presumed to be dead after human remains were found at the scene of the incinerated home in Arlington, just 5 miles southwest of the nation's capital. Arlington County Police Chief Andy Penn said Tuesday. Well, if the dude was in the house and the fucking house exploded, I would imagine he's dead. Let's be real, I don't think anybody could survive that. Especially
Agreed.
being inside. Let's see. Medical examiners will work to positively identify the remains and determine the cause and manner of death, he said. When the explosion happened, police were trying to serve a search warrant at the duplex where Yu lived over suspicions that he had fired more than 30 flare gun rounds from the home into the surrounding neighborhood earlier in the day. The warrant was obtained to secure any weapons in the home and assure there would be no ongoing threat to the community. The explosion led to evacuations at several homes, officials initially said. The county's deputy manager for public safety, Aaron Miller, said Tuesday that 10 households were impacted by the incident, and the county has been helping some of them by providing shelter, toiletries, and other necessities. It's unclear to what extent the households were impacted. Since the explosion, investigators have uncovered concerning social media posts allegedly made by Yu, the police chief said. LinkedIn posts from Yu's account expose rambling and at times incoherent conspiracy theories against government officials, law enforcement, media outlets, and in one post on Friday, his neighbors, whom the post accuses of being spies and collecting his information for unnamed handlers. Now, the guy's a fucking whack job. That's what I'm getting out of this. The fucking guy's a Looney Tune. Fucking stupid ass. The explosion and the suspect are being investigated by the Arlington County Fire Department and a team of Northern Virginia law enforcement with assistance from the FBI and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Suspect has been calling and writing to FBI for years, authorities say. Both the FBI and Arlington police said on Tuesday that they had previously interacted with Yu, but none of the encounters led authorities to open investigations. Yu had communicated with the FBI for several years through phone calls, letters, and online tips, and David Sundberg, assistant director in charge of the agency's Washington, D.C. field office. So this guy's a fucking whack job. Kratos, did you see the Twitter video I put up on the screen or no?
I did.
Fucking ridiculous. Fucking crazy as shit.
Mm-hmm. Insane in the membrane.
What do you think? What do you think about it, man?
Like I said, insane in the membrane.
I don't understand what leads people to do stupid, crazy shit like this. It's fucking retarded.
It's crazy indeed.
Not to use the
That's all right.
not to use the unhappy R word that YouTube doesn't like, but from what I get from this, the guy's a fucking nut job. He was a fucking Looney Tune. One of those fucking scared, I wouldn't say scared, but like paranoid fucking crazy people. And it led him to do stupid shit and kill himself. And not only kill himself, but possibly his neighbors and possibly any police that approached the house, because that was a pretty big explosion.
Yep.
especially for it to have damaged 10 other homes.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely.
So before we continue with the show, Kratos, how's your birthday been going so far?
It's been well, I guess.
I don't know if you sound tired or you sound depressed or...
I'm just a little out of it. That's all. Just a little out of it.
Alrighty, well, we have a couple more stories here. Do you want to do Microsoft or do you want to do Shohei Ohtani first? Which direction you want to go in?
We can do Shohei Ohtani.
All right, Shohei Ohtani, it is. We got it right here. This is from KNBR Radio 104.5 or 680 AM on the radio out in that local area, wherever that area is from. I don't like this. Personally, I don't think any sports player in any sport is worth this kind of money. Prove me wrong. And I said this last night on Twitter, just because Ohtani pitches and bats at the same time doesn't mean he's worth $700 million. Especially when in his career, by the time his contract is even 3/4 of the way over, he's not going to be the same guy he is now.
Mm-hmm. I guarantee you he'll be declining after 5 years into his deal.
I mean, he's a great player, and I don't take anything away from him, but it's amazing what he's doing in baseball. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised we haven't started seeing more players like him popping up in baseball, since he's been around in baseball already for like, what, 4 or 5 years or so?
Mm-hmm.
So the worst nightmare for Giants fans has been realized. Shohei Ohtani, the two-way phenom, who may be the most talented baseball player of all time, signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers on a record-setting 10-year, $700 million contract. That is a $70 million a year deal. That is nearly $1 billion to play fucking baseball. Ohtani announced he'd be joining LA on Instagram on Saturday. And I quote, "I pledge to always do what's best for the team and always continue to give it my all to be the best version of myself until the last day of my playing career. I want to continue to strive forward, not only for the Dodgers, but for the baseball world." End quote. The Giants were reportedly finalists for Ohtani, soon to be 30, so he's 29. So his contract will take him into being 39 years old. And for a time considered co-front runners with the Dodgers. In recent days, reports were that the Giants fell out of the top two and were passed up by the dark horse Blue Jays. The Dodgers were considered the favorites to sign Ohtani from the beginning. Ohtani is a two-time unanimous MVP and finished fourth in the Cy Young voting for 2022. Ohtani will not pitch in 2023 after undergoing a type of Tommy John surgery in September. So he'll bat. I'm guessing he'll bat, but he won't pitch. His Instagram post included an apology for taking so long to come to a decision. He also publicly thanked the Angels and their fans. And he says one more time, and I quote, "I would like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone involved with the Angels organization and the fans who have supported me over the past 6 years." I was close. I said 5. As well as to every... Was that?
Personally, Tommy John surgery is actually a whole whole season long injury because you have to rehab for a whole season.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not just like you can't swing a bat either.
Yeah, so I don't know why the article says he's not going to pitch, making it sound like he's still going to play, he just won't pitch. So he's not going to play at all. So the first year of his contract, he's going to sit injured. That's great. So he expressed the sincere gratitude to the Angels and everyone involved for the past 6 years, as well as everyone involved with each team that was part of the negotiation process. Especially to the Angels fans who supported me through all the ups and downs. You guys' support and cheer meant the world to me. The 6 years I spent with the Angels will remain etched in my heart forever. $700 million, Kratos, and the reason I don't like that is because the biggest baseball deal prior to that was the season before with Aaron Judge, who signed a 10-year, I believe, $330 million contract with the Yankees. And Ohtani got more than twice as much money for the same length of contract. Which now you don't think any other baseball player who thinks that they deserve 10-year contracts are going to try to seek this kind of money now that somebody's gotten it already?
Who knows at this point? Oh, Bam 6956. If he hits in 2024, it won't be till the end of the whole damn season because he just had the surgery this year, and that's a year-long surgery to recover from. It's a year-long recovery for any type of Tommy John.
Apparently, JP
I
Morrissey.
know my baseball injuries, man.
So apparently, JP Morrissey said that he was signed with the Blue Jays, and apparently he wasn't signed with the Blue Jays, but yet was quoted as being signed. They will make more money than the $7 million. He's a Japanese superstar. Yeah, he definitely is. Like I said, I'm not taking anything away from the guy, but
Okay, Bam. Name one player besides Shohei Ohtani that can at least hit while after undergoing Tommy John surgery after barely even a year of recovery. Name one person that can swing a baseball bat after Tommy John. Bryce Harper. Does he pitch? If not, you got yourself a winner there. But still, it's a really, really tough injury to recover from, and it takes a long time to recover from. That's all I'm saying.
some players, when they know they need Tommy John surgery, they'll do anything they can to avoid the surgery because they don't want to sit out for a season.
Exactly.
And sometimes they end up making themselves worse for it.
Last chance. He could have had his surgery in the off season before the '97 season. He chose to have it during the season, just like this whole scenario.
Yeah, well, we'll see in March, February, March, if
We'll find out.
if he's
We'll
even
find
playing.
out some first game of the season is always in April. We'll find out.
March 28th this year, actually, opening day.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll find out if he's there playing or if he's ever a part of spring training or not. But yeah, I'm just afraid.
We got a problem.
I'm just afraid that now that Ohtani got this kind of money, that other players are going to try to get this kind of money too, and they're gonna like, I wouldn't say bankrupt teams, but they're gonna make it really hard for other teams to sign these big freaking contracts and then try to get other players on top of that. I don't think any sports player is worth $700 million, and I don't care what sport you're talking about. Look at football players. Look at football. Football is a hell of a lot more of a dangerous and much more injury prone, and obviously it's a contact sport. Those players are lucky if they get $200 million contracts. But they don't get 10-year contracts.
I mean, isn't the most highest paid player in the NFL?
It's Patrick Mahomes now, I believe, right? He got that 10-year deal two seasons ago.
Yeah, I don't think he's even making this amount of money.
Ridiculous, man. I don't like that. What's next? Someone's gonna fucking try to ask for a fucking $1 billion 10-year contract. I mean, that's where we're fucking headed. I don't like it. He already had Tommy John before and hit the year he wasn't pitching.
I think he's referring to like Shohei Ohtani,
Yeah,
possibly.
yeah.
If this is the second surgery of Tommy John, that's even worse.
Right. Most pitchers don't undergo Tommy John more than once, and if they
Yeah,
do, they fucking retire.
exactly.
TSS says that's because the NFL players don't bargain enough during their collective bargaining agreements. I don't know. Uh, I mean, if soccer or for the Europeans, football, for the $1 billion contract has already happened. Really? Holy shit!
Yeah, with that one player that signed with Qatar, I believe.
That's
That
crazy.
one person that people are saying is better than Messi signed
But
with Qatar. I forget
by
his.
the, by the way, I was gonna put "Happy Birthday MK Kratos" on the thumbnail, but as you can see, I couldn't fit it. So again, it is Kratos' birthday. That's why we're doing this show tonight. It was his idea. He wanted to do it, so I left it up to you guys. And it was a unanimous yes vote. Out of 12 votes, it was voted yes 10-2. All right, we're just rifling through these topics, so we're not going to be on too long tonight. It looks like it isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we're not even we're only about a half hour in. We're going on to our third topic already. We do have the Panera Bread topic to get to afterwards. I suppose we'll have plenty of time now to talk about it. Microsoft, dickheads, money hungry cocksuckers. They got to find a way to make that fucking 67.8 billion or whatever it was back for fucking buying Activision, I guess. Microsoft wants you to start paying for Windows 10 updates for extra years of support. So, first of all, good news is, if you're planning on staying on Windows 10 for a while longer, Microsoft will continue to provide support all the way up until October 14th, 2025. So this won't take effect until about 2 years from now. Bad news: if you plan on sticking with Windows 10 longer than October 14th, 2025, and receiving future security updates, you'll need to sign up for the company's Extended Security Updates program. And that's going to cost money. Dickheads. The upcoming Windows 10 22H2 version will be the final Windows 10 release, and it will be supported all the way up until October of next year. Well, first of all, not next year, 2025, unless this is a typo. Unless you're making use of the long-term servicing channel, releases which are primarily used for things like industrial equipment and medical applications, you'll need to sign up for the ESU subscription to receive security fixes, with prices to be announced at a later date. Given that organizations use Windows 7 PCs with an extended Enterprise Edition license were charged $25 per device from year one, and surprisingly subtotaled $100 per device in year three. This announcement may represent excessive costs for business owners wanting to keep their current Windows 10 systems secure beyond October of next year, if the pricing model was to continue. For personal use, however, this is the first time Microsoft has allowed consumers to use the program, and as a result, it's difficult to estimate how much it might cost to subscribe if you run a Windows 10 install on a personal machine. The hope would be that the pricing would be significantly cheaper, although only time will tell if that is the case. While this might be of little concern to those running Windows 11, It's important to remember that many systems are still not technically supported by the latest version of Microsoft OS due to somewhat controversial TPM and supported CPU requirements. Guess what? My computer's one of them. I can't use Windows 11 because of this TPM bullshit. While third-party methods do exist to subvert these restrictions, leaving these users out in the cold unless they're prepared to meddle with an install file or pay a fee next year. Why do they keep saying next year? Why are you saying next year if the fucking thing is going to be running until October 2025? That's not next year, dumbasses. Who wrote this fucking article? PC Gamer. You should know better than this. Come on. Next year does seem more than a little unfair. While some might argue that all software support must end at some point, according to the most recent Steam hardware survey, a surprising 53.53% of respondents reported as still using Windows 10, so uptake of Windows 11 still seems somewhat slow. The OS really wasn't everyone's cup of tea at launch regardless, and while it certainly matured in the meantime, spare a thought for those users with perfectly decent yet unsupported PCs that still show no signs of being let into the upgrade process as things stand. So what do you think about that, Kratos? Do you agree with having to start paying for Windows updates to make sure your computer's still running properly after either October of next year or 2025, whichever the fucking date may be?
Fuck no.
I don't think this. I think this is, like they said, like the article says, this is the first time that that Microsoft is giving this option to everyday people, and not just businesses and hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Microsoft charges hospitals for that's fucking bullshit.
It is.
That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And who the hell knows, how much money this subscription is going to be? Is it going to be monthly? Is it going to be yearly? Or how is it going to be, and how expensive is it going to be?
If it's a monthly thing, that's gonna be a big money wallet problem for a lot of people.
I can tell you right now, if it's going to be monthly, even if it's yearly, for 3 years of support, let's say it's $200 a year. That's a $600 subscription to make use of that program. You're better off at that point just buying another fucking computer that runs Windows 11. Or upgrade your own fucking computer to run Windows 11. It'll be cheaper.
And this is for Windows 10?
Yes, this is for Windows 10. Yep.
Oh my god. Thank God I upgraded to Windows 11 a long time ago.
I want to use Windows 11, but let me show you something. Let's see. Updates and security. Windows Update. I'll show you this. Well, it's not gonna let me do it. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. I don't think. Yeah, it's not letting me put it up on the screen. That's fucked.
What does it say?
It says this PC doesn't currently meet the minimum requirements for Windows to run Windows 11. And if I click get the PC health check, and I do PC health check on this because I did this earlier, maybe this will
That popped up. PC Health Check popped up.
yeah. And yeah, so we'll close that. Back to this. PC health check. So if I do check now, and it pops up, this PC doesn't currently meet Windows 11 system requirements. TPM 2.0 must be supported and embedded on this PC, which has to do with flashing the BIOS. And I don't know how to do that shit. And if you do it wrong, you brick your entire computer.
Mm-hmm.
So not only would I have to pay somebody like fucking Geek Squad, to do that for me. But then I would be without my computer for a few days.
Yep. True.
So it's like, what the fuck, you know? I'm glad I don't have to worry about it anytime soon, but
I
still.
literally bought my new laptop with a that already had Windows 11 pre-programmed onto it.
Bam says fuck Microsoft.
Mhm.
Steve Callen says pay for updates on Microsoft. That's bullshit.
He said also rather stick with his Chromebook. I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. Like I said, fucking Microsoft must have to fucking recoup that freaking $67.8 billion for buying fucking Activision somehow, huh?
Hmm.
Fucking ridiculous. All right. Let's hide the screen again for a minute. Clicking the wrong buttons here. All right, well, before we go to the football talk, let's check out what you sent. Something about Panera Bread. Now,
Yep.
before we read into this, since you were the one who looked into it, what is this mainly about? It's some kind of lawsuit.
Essentially, a lawsuit between like two different families that are suing them over the death of either family members or wrongful death suits in general.
And it's over, from what this says, it's caffeinated lemonade.
Highly caffeinated, 390 milligrams of caffeine, 124 milligrams of sugar.
Jesus Christ. Who puts that much fucking. Who needs that much caffeine in their goddamn drink?
And that's a large. And apparently, if you order it inside, you get free refills with the shit.
Yeah, well, that's fucking nuts, man. So let's
They
look at.
try to kill people with this charged lemonade stuff.
This is nuts. New York. So this is also from CNN. We're using CNN quite a bit tonight.
Yep.
Panera is being sued again after another customer is said to have died after consuming the chain's caffeinated lemonade. Dennis Brown was a 46-year-old man with a chromosomal deficiency disorder, ADHD, and high blood pressure who avoided energy drinks, according to a wrongful death complaint filed this week by his mother, brother, and sister. A loyal Panera customer, he started regularly ordering charged lemonade in late September, according to the suit. All right, so let me stop right there. If this guy had these problems and he was avoiding high sugary and caffeinated energy drinks because of this, why would he start buying this lemonade?
More than likely, he never knew that it was heavily caffeinated. Because
Char,
it
it's
lemonade
literally
have caffeine in it.
it's literally in the name. Charged lemonade.
I know.
On October 9th, Brown, who had a mild intellectual disability and blurry vision, along with developmental delay, but lived independently, so he was. Dum, 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 dum. I guess that's why he didn't understand. Ordered a charged lemonade. So basically, he was Casey. Ordered a charged lemonade and is believed to have refilled his cup twice over. Holy shit. You're lucky you didn't go into diabetic shock drinking all that sugar in one day. Over the course of about an hour and a half, he drank 3 of those in an hour and a half. I don't even drink
Yeah.
that much sugar in a month.
Yeah, diabetic shock. That's not good. That's obviously according to the lawsuit, he died.
Fuck. I mean,
Remember, free refills on this.
right. But I mean, he willingly did this, so how can the family win a case? I don't understand. The suit said he suffered a cardiac event on his walk home and was pronounced dead at the scene when found unresponsive. Yeah, because he fucking went into a coma over all that sugar
Mm-hmm.
and the caffeine. I'm sure that made his heart race.
Yep.
The complaint resembles another wrongful death suit filed earlier this year of the parent of Sarah Katz, a 21-year-old woman who died in September 2022 after drinking Panera's charged lemonade. Now, let me stop there again. If this happened once before, a year ago, why wouldn't you just take the fucking item off your menu?
Exactly.
Am I missing
It's
something here?
connected.
If you're having a problem, if you've been sued over this drink once before, why would you leave it on your menu? Now I get it; it's the customer's own fault for buying the shit and drinking it, but why would you want to avoid a future reoccurrence like they're dealing with now? Take it off your fucking menu. Simple as that. And they didn't.
Apparently, your brother tried calling into the show, saying God tried to call you, did.
Oh, that was my brother ringing my phone? Oh. Well, yeah, well, that's why. I wasn't, tried to call you dick. Did you just get home, Dillhole? I've been waiting to give you your birthday presents all fucking day. His birthday was yesterday, actually.
Oh, I don't know if you heard as well, a bit of wrestling news on the side, but
TN. Well, let me finish this first. But yeah, I think I know what you're gonna say.
yeah,
TNA partner with Endeavor.
no, Mark Briscoe was attacked by fans over WWE on Fox tweeting out "them boys" over on for Friday Night SmackDown
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
because "them boys" was essentially unofficially trademarked by the Briscoes.
Oh well, come here and come over and get your stuff. I'll give it to you.
But
I'm
dude,
not dressed, so I'm not coming outside. Anyways,
it turned into a literal race war on Twitter over two words. A
fucking,
literal race war over two words.
fucking stupid.
Because WWE on Fox tweeted out "them boys" when referring to Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Wrestling fans are fucking stupid.
Agreed.
JD says it a lot, and I'm a wrestling fan, and I fucking agree with him.
Mm-hmm. And,
Uh,
and on top of this being my birthday, 1 year ago today was the dog collar match at Final Battle with FTR and the Briscoes. 1 year ago today.
all right, well, let's finish up this article here. Katz was diagnosed with a heart condition called long QT syndrome when she was 5 years old and managed symptoms by taking medication and limiting caffeine, according to the lawsuit. Okay, if you're limiting caffeine, why would you buy charged lemonade? Dumbasses.
So maybe the enticement of free refills made them keep drinking it more.
In a statement on the latest lawsuit, Panera said it expresses our deep sympathy for Mr. Brown's family, adding that based on our investigation, we believe his unfortunate passing was not caused by one of the company's products. Bullshit.
Bull fun, dude.
Panera, and let me tell you something. My brother, the one in the YouTube chat, experienced heart racing and stuff just by drinking rock stars. Now he would drink. I mean, he'd only drink like maybe two, maybe three,
The last time
and
I had my
he didn't drink them every single day. I mean, he did drink Mountain Dew on top of that, but he was experiencing heart racing and heart palpitations just from that, and he stopped drinking them. So yeah, if he was getting that from Rockstar energy cans, yeah, I find this to be absolute bullshit.
Yep. And you also have to remember, Red Bull used to make 64-ounce cans.
Gee, that's fucking 2-liter cans. What are they, nuts?
Yeah, Red Bull. This is Red Bull. I remember these. They used to sell them in Quick Trip. 64-ounce cans of regular Red Bull. Then they dropped it down to 32. Then they stopped selling both cans altogether. It was insane that how many college students would buy this crap. You know?
You're really gonna make me come outside, aren't you? God damn it. Alright, I'll be right back.
All right.
Give me about 2 minutes, Kratos. Just talk about whatever you can think of, and then we'll get back to this article.
Anyways, chat. I also had a little like situation with my heart racing from drinking Monster Energy drinks back when I was throwing newspapers in 2016. My dumbass had to drink 4 monsters across 2 days. My heart was racing so fast I almost couldn't breathe at one point. That was the last time I had Monster for about 2 years, for about 2 years, yeah. But Red Bull is just insane with like their size, with the size of cans they used to sell in the 2010s, early 2010s. It was insane. If you want a little like fun fact, Red Bull had a situation where they got in trouble. I believe they got in trouble with the same problem Guinness had a couple years back. The situation was Guinness once got in trouble for having essentially bull semen as part of their secret ingredient in the beer. And supposedly Red Bull had that same problem at one point as well. It's crazy. And mind you, that Guinness story came out the same day Luke Perry was dead. Yeah, it's just a very disgusting, messed up world we all live in, you know? Just a mess. Mm. But anyways, this whole situation with the Panera charged lemonade, it makes it makes zero sense from both sides of the fence. One side saying it's not our fault. The other side is also at fault for buying a lot, knowing their conditions. It's just a mess. It's gonna be a messy day in court if this comes to light in the courtroom. Very, very messy court date. Oh, literally just rambling right now. Sorry. Trying to think of something else to talk about. Um, had a situation today on my own birthday where I had some abdominal pain that landed me in the hospital on my own birthday. I got to follow up with my primary care doctor tomorrow about what to do next.
All right, I'm back.
All right, I just finished saying like the fact that the reason why I'm out of it to the chat, I ended up in the hospital.
Oh, on your birthday. That's real great. That's a great way to spend your birthday.
I had some abdominal pain, and now CT scan and blood work came back clean, but I need to follow up with my doctor about the other stuff that they couldn't check at the hospital. I'm like, you can't check for this at the hospital? Seriously? Even though it was an ER, but still they couldn't check for it in the actual hospital. I'm like, that's bull.
Bam says he was cut off at a bar once. He said, I was DD and wanted a third Red Bull. Jesus Christ. That's fucking nuts. Well, hopefully you're feeling better now.
Feeling better, yeah.
Let's see. So back to this. Panera added, we view this lawsuit, which was filed by the same law firm as a previous claim, to be equally without merit. I agree partially. Panera stands firmly with the safety, firmly by the safety of our products. Lawyers from the firm, Klein and Spector, represent both families. Brown's lawyers argue that the beverage should have been marked as an energy drink. It should have been in stores. Based on the amount of caffeine and sugar per serving, the self-serve beverage was not labeled as such and was sold alongside non or less caffeinated drinks, according to the suit. Panera's charged lemonade is a juicy beverage marketed to children and adults alike, the suit claims. The marketing is especially dangerous to a vulnerable population, children and adults, who would reasonably believe this product was lemonade and safe for consumption. Well, technically it was lemonade. Not exactly safe, but it was lemonade.
Mm-mm.
According to the complaint, which added that the beverage is also dangerous because it is mixed on the premises by employees, so the caffeine content is not exactly controlled. Cats who died last year may have believed the caffeinated drink was regular lemonade, their parents alleged in the suit they filed against Panera. Cats experienced cardiac arrest and died after being transported to a hospital, suffering a second arrest, according to earlier lawsuit.
Jeez.
Panera declined on Tuesday to comment on whether it has changed the makeup of the drink, but it does appear to have decreased the amount of caffeine per serving.
Bull, dude. If that's the case, they wouldn't have a second death lawsuit. Bull.
No, they're saying after this lawsuit, it is believed that they started changing the amount of caffeine in the drink. It only took 2 before they started doing that, apparently.
Should have wanted to take it off the damn menu. That's just me. If something killed someone and they're denying it, I would have at least taken it off the menu for at least a couple years to let the heat die down.
According to Panera's website, charged beverages have between 150 and 158 milligrams of caffeine per 20-ounce serving. Less than a 20-ounce cup of Panera's dark roast coffee, which has about 268 milligrams of caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
An online description of the caffeinated lemonade advises customers to use in moderation. Now, that's on their fucking website. If that's not marked like that, if that's not marked like that in their fucking stores, that's a problem.
Yeah. That could be the smoking gun right there.
And it is noted that it is not recommended for children, people sensitive to caffeine, pregnant or nursing women. Again, if this is only on your website and not in your fast food places, then that's a problem. If you could put this on your website, you should put this in your restaurants.
Yep. And knowing the restaurants, they'll probably say it is on the signs, just in small print.
The most recent lawsuit, however, said that there was about 260 milligrams of caffeine in a 20-ounce serving of charged lemonade.
Jesus.
CNN reported in October that a large size, which comes in a 30-ounce cup, contained about 390 milligrams of caffeine, the same caffeine per ounce ratio at the time. Panera's website compared the charged lemonade to dark roast coffee in terms of caffeine content. Now, a 30-ounce charged Panera drink has no more than 237 milligrams of caffeine, according to Panera's website. So they pretty much cut down the caffeine ratio by almost half after this incident. It went from
Yes,
390 to 237.
taken 2 deaths to do that though. Shouldn't have taken 2 deaths to do that. Should have just been taken off the menu.
First of all, it should have never been that fucking caffeinated and that sugary in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
According,
Especially
go ahead.
on their website, they say it's not for kids. And what if a kid were to drink the large one? Then that'd be a major lawsuit. That would be a major fucking lawsuit if a kid drank the large cup, or at least a little bit of it.
According to the U.S. FDA, healthy adults should be able to safely consume about 400 milligrams of caffeine each day. So let me tell you something. 390 milligrams at one time in one cup. If you're healthy, that's literally 1 30-ounce cup of that.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, what's his name? Dennis, was it Dennis Brown? What was his name?
Yeah.
Dennis Brown drank 3 of them in an hour and a half. Okay, that's 1,170 milligrams of caffeine in less than 2 hours.
Yep.
So I see Panera's side where that's his fault for doing that. But if their shit is not properly labeled in their restaurants as highly caffeinated or highly sugary or whatever, if it's not marked in their stores like it is on their website, supposedly, I didn't look, then it needs to be done in their stores as well. Now it's
Panera's great company in my near me. I can honestly check and send a DM picture if I get a chance later on tomorrow.
just so we can get an outcome officially, but I mean that's fucking nuts.
If that's not if that's and you'll have full in this chat we'll have full fledged proof if I sent it in a DM to you if it's true or not. If that is only on their website and not in the friggin' store, at least one, that's a problem.
And this right here, here's the picture of the drink. This is the large cup in question right here.
Looks like a large cup of piss, personally.
I mean, it does look like piss, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, that looks like fresh pee in a cup. But yeah, so I see the lawsuit side where if it's not properly labeled, it should have been off the menu after the first incident. It should have never been that caffeinated and that sweet in the first fucking place. But I also see Panera's side where they know what they bought this stuff themselves. Although if it's not properly labeled, I guess I can see where they didn't know what they were drinking, which is Panera's fault. But if they knew what they were drinking and bought it anyway, that's their own fault.
Yep. And we'll have proof if they put the nutritional facts in the store as well, at least one store.
Tell you what, why don't we go on their website right now?
All right.
We'll look it up right now. Right now. Panera charged lemonade. Where's their fucking website? CNN. Where's their website? Here it is. Panera Bread. Boom. Beverages. Menu.
I definitely want to see this.
Fuck off. Blood orange, charged, splash, 0 sugar.
Huh?
I mean, this is labeled on here. Contains 150 to 219 milligrams. 15 calories per 20. 15 calories per 20-ounce drink. Strawberry lemon mint charged lemonade. 158 to 237. So it is marked on here. 170 calories per 20-ounce drink. Mango yuzu citrus charged lemonade. 157 to 235. This is soft drinks. So apparently they don't have the regular one. That looks like piss in a bottle. Bottled passion fruit papaya green tea. Looks like fresh piss in a bottle. Okay.
Check. The problem with this drink, it has way too much caffeine in it. It has way too much caffeine in it.
Now they're only offering
Down on the caffeine because at one point before the second death, the amount of caffeine was almost enough for the normal amount for one person to have in caffeine per day, which is 390. The normal amount of caffeine consumption is 400 for a normal person. This large one had at least 390.
Yeah, and they have since lowered it. Now they're not offering on the website. It is marked on here, contains caffeine on the website, but they do not offer the regular lemonade one that was pictured in that article. They're only offering the mango or the strawberry one. Let's see. Contains caffeine, so it is marked on the website. Naturally flavored, plant-based, contains caffeine, used in moderation, not recommended for children, people sensitive to caffeine, pregnant or nursing women. So it is marked on their website. See all ingredients. Mango yuzu citrus flavored charged lemonade, water, caffeinated mango, yuzu charged flavor syrup, water, apple juice, concentrate, sugar, citric acid, caffeine, coffee extract, source of caffeine. Oh, excuse me. Guarana extract, source of caffeine. Acerola powder. Ascorbic acid, natural flavor, mango yuzu, and citrus natural flavors. With other natural flavors, beta carotene, which is color. Agave lemonade base, water, sugar, lemon juice concentrate, agave natural flavor water. Nutritional facts. Here we go. Calories. Let's see. So this is as of 20 per 20 ounces. So we'll add a half. So for a 30-ounce drink, a 30-ounce drink is 315 calories.
About the same amount of calories as a healthy salad.
315 calories of this drink in a 30-ounce cup. 15 milligrams of sodium. 78 carbohydrates per 30-ounce drink. 75 grams of sugar for a 75-inch drink. And we already know it's 237 milligrams of caffeine. So it is marked on their website. Whether or not it's marked like that in their stores, or it could be by now if it was if the changes were already being made. So if you go into in your store, it could be marked like that now in the stores, where it might not have been last week. So.
It might not be on the overhead menu because they usually keep those they usually have those pre-made. It's not like a something that they can easily fix within less than a week.
Going on, Tex.
This came out this lawsuit didn't come out until CNN picked up on it 4 or 5 days ago.
Nobody stops to read the nutritional facts in a restaurant. It's a waste to even have them on there. Right, but the problem is 2 people died now from this sugary drink because it was either not properly marked in the restaurant, and these people had health issues. Who bought the drink? The one guy who had died.
Very caffeinated and heavily sugary drink.
The one guy who had died this past October, which is the lawsuit we've been talking about, bought 3 of them. Well, he bought one. He gets free refills on these cups. He drank 3 of this charged lemonade drink, which is a 30-ounce cup. So he consumed 225 grams of sugar, 78, 214 grams of carbohydrates, and 1,170 milligrams of caffeine in 90 minutes, which led to him having a heart issue on his walk home and died.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady and the girl last year in September had 2 heart attacks from drinking only 1. Now you would
And she
think,
already had heart issues.
yeah, and she already had heart issues. So if they were buying this drink not knowing what they were buying because it wasn't properly labeled in their stores, that's a problem. Now, if it was labeled or they knew what they were buying, then Panera has nothing to worry about. But they have to prove it.
Yeah. Yep. They're probably trying to like scrub the slate clean as we speak, trying to get those like nutritional facts out there now.
If you're that worried about caffeine intake, have a glass of water and shut the fuck up. But yeah, so they have since, after this lawsuit was filed, they have since reduced the amount of caffeine in their drink from 390 milligrams of caffeine to 237.
Mm-hmm.
But, alright, well, with that being said, I think it's time we talk about football. Football. I watched 2 games today. Kratos, I would imagine you didn't watch any football today, being in the hospital.
The most I was able to get was the Chiefs getting their asses beat by the fucking Bills. And apparently, I guess I'm assuming the Eagles lost. Yeah, they lost. Jesus Christ.
Yep, so we have the scores here. We'll start from Thursday night. The Toilet Bowl game, as my brother called it. The Patriots and the Steelers. The Patriots went over 21-18. Earlier today, the Bears beat the Lions 28-13. Justin Fields had one hell of a day in fantasy. The Browns beat the Jaguars 31-27. The Buccaneers beat the Falcons 29-25. The Saints destroyed the fucking Panthers 28-6. The Bengals beat the Colts 34-14. The Ravens won a close one in overtime 37-31. 49ers beat the Seahawks again 28-16. At least they didn't destroy them this time. The Jets beat up on the Texans 30-6. The Vikings, oh my god, that must have been a boring fucking game to watch. The Vikings beat the Raiders 3-0. That's a fucking baseball score.
Yeah, I had one player playing in that game, and he's fucking questionable now.
So did I. I had one of the Raiders wide receivers, Devontae Adams, I think his name is.
I had Josh Jacobs.
The Broncos beat the Chargers 24-17. That's kind of surprising. Was not too happy that Keenan Allen shit the bed today. Chiefs had lost to the Bills 20-17. And the Eagles lose to the Cowboys 33-13. So does that mean now the Cowboys took over first place in the NFC East?
I don't know.
Now, go ahead.
Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb gave me points. Because Jalen Hurts, he couldn't give me shit.
Tomorrow night we have 2 Monday night games. They're both playing at the same time. Gee, I wonder which one I'm going to be watching. We have the Packers and the Giants, and the Titans and the Dolphins.
Obviously, the one with your team, the Dolphins.
Let's take a look at fantasy. We'll start with Frank's league. I'm going to lose in the final week before the playoffs, it looks like. Right now, I'm losing 119.4 to 107.4. I have Tua left to play tomorrow night, but he also has two players tomorrow night. He's got Devon Achin, and he has DeAndre Hopkins tomorrow night. So,
You're the Dreadnoughts. You're losing the deities team.
yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. I mean, right now I am, but I'm going to come back and beat him. But yeah, so in Frank's league, I'm losing, and I'm going to lose to the Chaotic Goats. Because right now, I'm already down by about 12 points. I got one player to play, and he's got two. And I don't want H to shit the bed because I want the Dolphins to win tomorrow. But at the same time, I don't want him to
Uh,
do well enough so that I lose this fucking game, this fantasy game.
Looks like Frank and TSF are gonna go up, and I may be missing out on the playoff. I have to make sure I beat Tex at least to get in, or someone. At this point, I don't know if I may get in or not.
Dayton Tringles, he is gonna be 1-13. He is down 122.44 to 76.04. Tex, I know you don't like doing shows on the weekends, but if you want to talk football, you're willing to come on. That's up to you. So yeah, so Orion Seraph got all their points already. Dayton Tringles, they're going to lose. They're only slated to get another 6 points. TSS in Frank's league is losing. However, he is looking like he's going to come back and win. As Drew, Drew got all his points already. Currently winning 104.84 to 68.84. But let's see. TSS has three players to play yet. He's got Raheem Mostert. He's got he's got fucking Tyreek Hill. Yeah, Drew's done, and he's got the Packers defense. Yeah, Drew's done, boy. He's fucking done ski. The other Frank is winning 134.48 over Dale Turnbarnt. It looks like Dale is going to lose, which is good. Frank, in his own league, currently winning, and it looks like he's going to win. He's winning 116.1 to 98.7 over Ken. Let's go over to the Yahoo League, where I am currently losing to Deity 116. Oh, I'm actually slated to lose now. I think I'm going to come back and win, though. I'm actually slated to lose now, it looks like, but Deity is winning 116.14 to 74.6. But if you look at who I have left to play, I got Tua tomorrow night. Keenan Allen has got me 12.8. Drake London did really well, 29.2. Zach Moss was I got Devon Achin to play tomorrow night. And I got Jason Sanders. And I got the Dolphins defense to play tomorrow. So
Dolphins situate positions to play tomorrow.
if the Dolphins do good, Deedee's fucked.
Yep.
He's got Jalen Waddle. Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got Jalen Waddle. So I got 4, he's got 1, and they're all Dolphins. Oh boy. And let's see who else in the league here. So if I lose, I'm going to fall down to 9-5. I don't want to do that. Frank. AJ lost again, so he's 0-14. It doesn't matter here. Tex already beat him. You, Kratos, got all your points. You won. You're going to win. You're going to go up to 8-6. You beat the managerless team. You got 107 points to 59.7 so far. Frank is going to beat and is beating the pants off of Mikel. So Frank will go to 10-4. TSS is beating and looks like will beat Cora. So Cora's going to go to 9-5. TSS to 10-4. Looks like Frank's going to go to 10-4. Tex is going to go to 10-4. So 1, 2, 3 10-4 teams. And then there's going to be 9-5 and 9-5. Now, I beat Cora, so I should get the 4th place spot if I lose tomorrow night. Which sucks that I would fall from 1st to 4th. But, yeah, that kind of does suck, doesn't it? And, of course, in my other league, I was going to talk about my game, which is why I closed out the screen here. I am slated to win because my opponent already got all their points. I am currently losing 123.44 to 111.44. But I have 3 players playing tomorrow night. And that is the Dolphins defense, Tua, and Jason Sanders. So I'm pretty sure a combination of those 3 will get me 13 points to win. Which will put me at 10-4 in my brother's fantasy league. Yeah, that's alright, Tex. I figured I'd offer anyways. TSS says nope, 49ers are in first place. Well, they're in first place in their division. I was talking about the NFC East. NFC East is what? The Cowboys now, right? Let's see. Tex says my league's playoffs will likely be TSS, Frank, Rose, and myself. Kratos mathematically is still possible, but highly unlikely. I mean, if he wins, he already won, so he's going to be 8-6. If I lose, I'll be 9-5. If I lose next week to Frank, I'll be 10-5. No, I'll be 9-6. If Kratos wins, he could be 9-6. Although I did beat him, I think both times, so I think he still loses out. Cowboys are first in the East. That's what I thought. So as good as the Eagles have been, the Cowboys have now overtaken them in the NFC East by beating them tonight. That's wild. That is fucking wild. Let's see. Let's go back to... I already closed out the damn... No, I did not close out the scoreboards. Okay. Let's take a look at next week's games, as we always do. Next week. Where are we? Down here. Okay, here we go. Next week, starting on the 14th, we have the Chargers versus the Raiders on Thursday Night Football. Saturday, we have 3 games. On the 16th, we have the Vikings and the Bengals at 1 p.m., the Steelers and the Colts at 4:30 p.m., and the Broncos and the Lions at 8:15 p.m. Next Sunday, we have the Bucks and the Packers, Texans and Titans, Jets Dolphins again in their divisional rematch, Chiefs Patriots. That's a game the Chiefs actually should win. Bears versus the Browns, Giants and the Saints, Commanders and the Rams, Falcons, Panthers, 49ers, Cardinals, Cowboys and Bills. That's going to be another good game. And next Sunday night, we have the Ravens and the Jaguars in Sunday Night Football. And on Monday Night Football next week, we have the Eagles versus the Seahawks. Any games you're interested in there, Kratos? Alright, well, I guess he stepped away for a moment. So, out of next week's games, yeah, I'm liking the Cowboys and the Bills. That's going to be an interesting game.
Not exactly, personally. By the way, I was just in the restroom, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If the Jets play as well as they did today against Miami next week, that's going to be an interesting game. As far as anything else, I mean, the Broncos and the Lions could be a good game. The way Denver's been playing, I mean, they won 6 out of their last 7 games, so they're doing pretty well right now. Denver is, so that could be a pretty good game too next week. So if I was to pull a text and pick 3 games, I'm going to pick Denver and the Lions, Dolphins, Jets, and the Cowboys and the Bills. That's the way I'm going. But Do you have anything else to share or talk about? We're not even an hour and a half in, so pretty short show tonight. We got through everything relatively quickly.
Yeah, true. I got nothing planned for tonight, personally.
I tell you what, why don't we look at the standings? Let's look at the standings. In the AFC North, we have the Ravens at 10-3, Browns 8-5, Steelers and the Bengals both at 7-6. The AFC East, the Dolphins are 9-3, should be 10-3 after tomorrow night. The Bills are 7-6, Jets at 5-8, Patriots at 3-10. The Chiefs 8-5. Wow, I thought their record was better than that. Look at the fucking Denver Broncos, man. Only one game out of first place. As horrible as they started their season, they could still take their division.
Wow.
And the Chargers and the Raiders both at 5-8. And in the AFC South, we have the Jaguars at 8-5. The Colts and the Texans both at 7-6, and the Titans at 4-8. NFC, we have in the NFC West 10-3 49ers, 6-7 Rams and Seahawks, 5-10 Cardinals. Cowboys and the Eagles are tied for first, essentially 10-3, but the Cowboys did beat the Eagles tonight, so they took the division. 4-8 Giants and 4-9 Commanders. In the NFC North, we have 9-4 Lions, 7-6 Vikings, 6-6 Packers, and the 5-8 Bears. And last but not least, in the fucking, I don't even know what to call this division. This division's fucking terrible. The NFC South, leading the division with a 3-way tie, is the Buccaneers at 6-7, followed by the Falcons and the Saints, who are also 6-7. And in last place, we have the Panthers at 1-12. Yeah, so those are your divisions, those are your standings, those are your games, those are your upcoming games. Rather short show tonight, but Casey's not here to slow us down, so I guess there's really nothing else left really to talk about. So
Yeah.
I guess with that being said, Kratos, you got anything you want to talk about and plug so we can get on out of here?
I don't.
No? All right. Well, short show tonight, but I guess it is what it is. The next episode of Less Than Serious right now will be Saturday, December 23rd, because we're not doing a show on Christmas Eve. You can fucking forget that one. Nobody is going to be on watching any fucking shows on Christmas Eve. I can promise you that.
Yep.
So, that being said, guys, check out Derailed Gaming Live, OCRP Roleplay, and Friday Night Gaming over there on the YouTube channel. Derailed Patreon, $1 a month, nearly 300 episodes of podcasting material. As well as other stuff that is still archived over there on the Patreon. Follow me right here on social media. Follow Kratos too if you'd like. His YouTube channel is linked in the description box down below, as well as Casey, but he wasn't here, so fuck him. Yeah, so follow me right here on the Twitch channel. Greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already. I'm marching up towards 200 followers on Twitch. I'm at 177, so let's hit 180 soon. And let's hit 180 at least by the end of the year. If I can get 3 more followers by the end of the month, I'll be happy on Twitch. If I can get 650, we're 10 away on YouTube. If I can get 650 by the end of the year on YouTube, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
So follow me on these platforms. Hit the like button on the stream if you like this Less Than Serious podcast. And you want more of it, because we'll keep doing it. Like I said, next episode will be on a Saturday. It will be December 23rd. and it will be the Christmas episode where we'll be pretty much just talking about Christmas stories of our Christmas experiences, our favorite Christmases, and some of our favorite gifts we've gotten over the years, Christmas stories we may have. We'll probably look at a Christmas themed list or something. I'll probably look up, and I'll be playing Christmas music in the background of the stream. Stuff that I know that won't get hit. Anyways, yeah. So all the links are in the description box down below. Check all that out. Check out all the live streams I've been doing lately. Mortal Kombat 1 recently. I unboxed and opened up the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus Premium Collector's Edition. That was pretty interesting. It's something I've been looking into for a while and finally fell down the rabbit hole of DDLC, and I don't know if I'm going to get out. Future live streams, I'll be doing more Mortal Kombat 1 this week, and, other stuff. I don't know. But, yeah, that's going to be it. So, thanks for watching, guys. For myself and Kratos. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Again, happy birthday to Kratos, even though his birthday is now over. Although, it's still going on for another half an hour for him.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is, or was Kratos' birthday, depending on where you live. Anyways, guys, I want to say thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Until next time, my name is The Rose, and for MK Kratos, we are only going to about an hour and a half. Until next time, thanks for watching. Have a good night, and we'll catch your ass down the road.